Look out, look out, look out.
Whoa! Damn it! Hey everybody, Arnaldo Wafferman here, and sorry for the very informal review, but this is more of a review slash tip. I was just involved in a very minor car accident. Basically, guy backed into my car, not paying attention. However, I'm going to be okay, even though we're in a no-fault state, and I'll tell you about that in just a second, because I have a dash cam. And if you don't have a dash cam, I got to ask, why not? What's your excuse? So first of all, let me explain to you what a no-fault law is in case your state doesn't have that, because Florida is known as a no-fault state. Basically, a no-fault rule means that if, for example, my wife was in a hit and run, and she wound up losing her insurance because she did a PIP claim, as she's supposed to, because she was in a hit and run. Guy took off. Well, because we have no idea who the guy is, and obviously there's no other insurance company, our insurance has to pay for it. Basically, it means that if neither party agrees whose fault it is, or we don't know whose fault it is, both parties have to pay. If one party, which I've had this happen before, somebody ran a stop sign and they T-boned me, because of that, and because there were witnesses, she's like, no, I did do it, and the insurance company admitted to it, so of course they paid for it. But if they didn't, and the two insurance companies have to fight, and the court say, well, you guys are both paying for it, my insurance premium could have gone up. But now with the dash cam, that's never going to happen, because the dash cam records everything. Now, there's a lot of different cameras out there. I'll tell you about one that I got in just a moment. But this is something really important to think about, especially when it's your business, more important, your life and your livelihood. Let's say you are driving your commercial vehicle and you do hit somebody, and they immediately see, oh my goodness, I got hit by, a business. Ching ching, money. Unfortunately, it's a sue happy society, so we know that's going to happen. So they're going to think, oh, ching ching, money, and they're going to say, oh, well, you hit me a lot harder. No. I got a dash cam here telling me the truth. Likewise, if somebody hits you and then they deny they did something, nope, got the dash cam there. And I can promise you that as soon as you tell them, I've got a dash cam, their whole attitude changes. I'm telling you, speaking from personal experience here. More importantly, though, there's a couple of things that are really important when you're looking for a dash cam. One, you want it to make sure that it has a zoom function, just in case you need to zoom in. That it's got the G sensor technology. There's a bunch of different names. Basically, it's made that whenever it senses some sort of major impact, like if you're slamming your brakes or anything like that, it starts recording. In reality, I use cyclic recording, so it records in 5-minute clips, and it keeps recording again and again and again. Once the card fills up, it starts recording over the oldest clip. But if my car is parked and let's say somebody backs into it in a parking spot, it turns on for a couple of seconds, records, so I have the license plate number, and then shuts off. So at least I know who the person is. The other important thing is to have audio, because again, I've seen it where somebody will admit something they shouldn't have. So my wife, I'm telling you, she just has terrible luck. But we were heading somewhere, I can't remember where that was. This was a few years ago, and this idiot rear ends us. Immediately he gets out of the car. He's like, well, sorry, I wasn't paying attention and I was looking down to grab my cell phone. Of course, when the police came in, his story changed entirely. Now, if I had my dash cam on, as soon as he had said that, it would have picked it up. And that's what happened with this camera that I have. Stuff was being said, not necessarily, important to the case, because the guy wasn't going to fight it or anything. But if he had said something, the dash cam would have picked it up. And the microphone is that powerful enough. The other important thing is to think about battery versus capacitor. Battery means the camera can use a battery. I got a capacitor model, which only works for a few seconds, maybe like 30, 45 seconds to a minute without a battery. But the reason that is so important is because Florida is hot. If you guys have never been to Florida, the inside of a car literally feels like Satan seductively licking on your ear. It's already hot enough as it is out there. It's like Hades outside. And the inside feels like the inside of a mixtape. It's hot. So that being said, a lot of cameras will immediately just die out after a while. It happened to my first dash cam. Battery just everywhere and ruined the insides of the camera and all that. So this camera uses the capacitor, which can withstand extreme heat. And if you guys are curious, I posted a link down on the description, or if you're on gearitfirst.com, make sure you guys are there. I did post a link on Amazon where you can buy it. It's called the Black Box G1WC. Great little camera, lots of great features in it. It doesn't have the IR, which my old cam did, but it records so good in low light that you don't need the IR. It picks up license plates and everything else. 1080p, really, really crisp. You can also use it as a webcam. And honestly, I think I like the quality of this one even more than the GoPro. Just, it's that good of a camera, and it's only like $60 too. And so that's the other thing. $60 can save you several $1,000. And not just from if, God forbid, you do something wrong, and it keeps you from only having to worry about what you actually did wrong versus the other claim somebody else may say. It not only saves your butt if somebody runs into you and tries to deny it. My wife is an example. Hit her head, hit the steering wheel. By the time that she came to, the guy was long gone. Well, because Florida's a no-fault state, and this guy's obviously uninsured because we don't know who he is, when she did the PIP claim, our insurance company paid for it, and immediately they dumped her after it was done. It's messed up, but that's the way insurance companies work. They are the devil. If it were up to me, honestly, I would be doing it like Russia does, where everybody, requires to have a dash cam. It's either a law or something. I'm pretty sure it's a law because it seems everybody in Russia posts videos of their dash cams. But it's also because of the insurance fraud, which I haven't even talked about. People just jumping in front of cars and saying, "Oh, you hit me." You got no witnesses. You're out of luck. So again, guys, if you don't have a dash cam, it's going to save you a lot of money in the long run. It's not a matter of if you get in an accident or somebody hits you. It's a matter of when. Because statistically speaking, everybody's going to be involved in some sort of accident at some point or another. But again, you're talking about your livelihood. You want to make sure that nothing happens to your business because you just had your ass sued off. So again, guys, get a dash cam. It really will save you money. It'll make you feel a lot better. I promise you. I'm telling you from experience, I am so happy that I had that dash cam hooked up. So get one. No reason not to. My name's Arnaldo Woffman. Guys, if you are not on Gear It First, make sure you do so. Go to gearitfirst.com. I'll be posting some live coverage from them and a bunch of other cool stuff that's coming out. If you guys saw me on my YouTube channel, or if you're watching this from YouTube, I appreciate your love and support. Please make sure to click the subscribe, click the thumbs up, and most importantly, leave a comment below. YouTube only favors channels that have interactivity in them. So please make sure to leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care. Just do something of interaction on my channel and on this video. Thank you guys so much. Have a great evening, and God bless.